In this video, we will be doing a hole punch race. So this activity is used to help build those foundational fine motor skills and intrinsic muscle strengthening that is needed for a whole variety of different tasks, school related, as well as ADL related skill development. So some of the things that are being addressed in this activity are bilateral coordination, as the child will have to manipulate the paper with their non-dominant hand and use a hole punch with their dominant hand. Hand strengthening, obviously hole punches are a really great way to increase that intrinsic strengthening. Overall fine motor skills, counting, seated attention, making sure that the child is able to stay seated for the amount of time necessary to complete the activity, as well as visual motor integration skills. So the items that are needed for this activity are your hole punch race card that has 35 dots around the perimeter of the card, a hole punch, and a dice. So the ways that you can grade this up if you want to help build more strength is to use cardstock, or maybe even like a paper plate, something that's a little thicker and harder to punch through, as well as having them make their own card would be another way to increase the challenge of this. So the first thing you're going to do is the child is going to roll the dice, and whatever number it lands on, they're going to have to punch that many holes in their punch card. So you want to make sure that they are, with their visual motor skills, able to line up the hole punch and hit as close to the dot as possible. And then the child will roll the dice again and punch that many holes into their race card. A lot of kids are motivated by a race or a competition. So if you make a card for yourself, you can turn it into more of a game, and that might be more enticing and more fun for the student. But you're gonna keep going with the dice until they make it all the way around their punch card. If the hole punch is too challenging for the student, there are other hole punches that you may have in your clinic that are easier to squeeze, and adaptive hole punches. And that is how we do this.